Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by for another video. Today I'm gonna tell you guys my experience traveling during the big bad pandemic COVID-19. I'm gonna give you guys, a breakdown of the airport experiences and also what I learned during this time. It's a different thing that happened now. A lot of changes, a lot of new normals, what I expected, what I did not expect. So I'll be sharing all of that with you guys in this video. So before I go ahead, click that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. And for everybody who has been supporting me, who has shared my video multiple times, I appreciate you guys and I'm so grateful. So let's go.
I did all me not take check from no boy, not even response for no girl. I'm a forward straight, I'm a straightforward and no subliminal. Them a walk out and I talk about what them not know about.
Me and my sister traveled. We used the Caribbean Airlines and we had a 10 a.m. flight. When we arrived at NMIA, there was a security at the entrance door. She checked our temperature using the gun. So we're good and whatever, so we're going easy, no issues. And to my surprise though, she did not, sanitize her hands, and I thought that was one of the first things to do. But, upon entering, we noticed that the airport was empty. So we actually just went ahead and checked in. The security checkpoint was pretty straightforward, same as usual. Everybody have to wear a mask. So when we actually submit our passport for them to check it, they would ask to pull on your mask so them can see your face good, and then you pull it back up and you go on. Waiting to board my flight. It's been pretty straightforward so far. The usual, nothing out of the norm based on what I've experienced before. The place is pretty much empty. The waiting area was mad empty, like nobody really there. So there was a sign on every other seat that state that you should not sit there, to keep the social distancing happening. And with everywhere, on the ground, them actually show you 6 feet apart, basically. So, nothing outside our new normal. So we used to this, and I know shocking that. So when we reach at the checkpoint now for board the plane, something that I noticed, there wasn't much station to sanitize. Like I was looking for somewhere to sanitize my hands. I could not find anything. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right places, but I really never see nothing. I had to ask for somewhere to sanitize because why you not have this? A big airport this, why you not have this? So much people come through here, why you not have this? You must have this. So enough, so I asked, and yeah, they had a little station there before you board the plane to sanitize, which was good because upon entering that building, no sanitization are going and enough people are coming. I don't really trust that. So I went ahead and I sanitized and whatever before I go on the plane. And boarding the plane, I'm only give you water. Usually them give enough things or whatever, you just get a water before you board the plane, and that's that. In fact, the air hostesses, they really like cloak from head to toe, mask and suit and monkey suit and whatever them call that. So I'm really not having no dealings with you. And there's nobody helping you with your luggages, helping you to fix your luggages. They don't do that anymore. Something that I was expecting that I did not see was with the seating. Them said I'm gonna block out the middle seat in every row, but that wasn't the case. I still see 3 people as long as one seat in our row. So I'm not sure if it's based on a full flight or whatever, but none of that never happened. On the flight, it was pretty decent. It wasn't really my best flight. You guys, my sister is complaining that her seat can't recline because the person sitting behind her, their knee is very long, so she actually can feel her knee cup in her back. I think so you can go for this one. Not this one, the next side. What is that? Look on me asking. But you know what? I can't complain once I land safely. This is an underrated blessing. This is something that we don't realize that is a life and death, big risk kind of thing we take. Upon land, upon sea, in the air, your life literally depends on one man in the plane, where I fly the plane. If anything go wrong, everybody dead. Everybody dead. All them have like practices, safety thing, parachute this, oxygen this. If anything go wrong with the plane, nobody not survive. You hardly hear somebody survive to tell any tale. Me, I'm not really too fussy about the little details them. As long as we get from point A to point B in one piece, I'm good. It was my first time flying Caribbean Airlines. I mean, I would fly it again, probably wouldn't be my first pick. But you know, it's Caribbean Airlines, so I still have to support, you know, the Caribbean. So now that we actually land now and we're going through the bigger airports and we reach a Corona land, you know, you're not sure how that's gonna go. But to my surprise, the airport was also empty. It was really empty. And it was pretty straightforward. So there wasn't any station there to sanitize either. You know, I said, alright then, I really Corona land this, and this is a big international airport. Enough of them things I need for go on. Nothing. I mean, I was told that them have systems or sensors or whatever that actually pick up everybody who comes in the airport and check their temperature automatically. And I guess if your temperature is outside of the average, they would actually stop you or call you or whatever. But I don't know how true that is, but nobody checked any temperature, nobody sanitized nothing. When they take your fingerprint, everybody finger go up on the same something, nobody not sanitize it afterwards, nobody not care. I was even asking the immigration officer like, you guys don't sanitize? And he was like, oh, it's safe, only 28,000 people come and put their fingers there. I'm like, okay, that's a lot. Of course that's a lot. It was being like sarcastic and, you know, being funny or whatever, but really and truly that's nasty. I'm sorry. Not in these times. Everything goes as normal. Nothing really changed. The only thing that I noticed was, you know, the 6 feet social distancing. The seating arrangements different as well. Nothing else. So you know me really amp up the sanitization a little bit more because them not practice that. Nobody not care. This is an international airport. A lot of persons come through here from a lot of different countries. So we really had to be responsible for our own selves and our own health and safety. All in all, it was pretty straightforward, easiest I've ever experienced going through an airport. Emptiest for sure. There was literally no wait time. Everything proceeded on the right schedule, right timing, getting our bags. Everything was easy. Being in America now, you're Corona land, some call it Corona land. Don't mind me. I'm not discriminating or anything. Just that the cases are #1 in the world. Someone just call it Corona land. You know, you're a little bit nervous because you say, boy, it's not the ear, so you definitely have to catch it because they're running so much. But surprisingly, it was like normal. There wasn't, I mean, the only difference is you had to be wearing a mask everywhere you go. But no hear nobody talk about Corona. No hear nobody talk about COVID-19. None of that. I mean, you don't feel like Corona is here. You don't feel like the country is under a serious pandemic. A lot of persons have died. They're #1 in the world. Have the most cases, most deaths. You don't feel that. And even New York being the epicenter at one point, you don't feel that sense of cautiousness, or it was like, you know, regular operations, back to regular business, everything back to the same. But you know, Jamaica we come from, and we not pick up nothing up there and can't go back down. So we do what we need to do. I feel like life goes on and you have to do what you have to do. You can't stop living. I just feel like everybody should be very responsible. Sanitize, wash your hands, avoid touching your face. And if you need more information on the coronavirus, please go on the WHO website to get accurate, detailed, true information on this virus. Even with the best practices, we might forget that we touch this and we never wash your hands or sanitize and then touch your face. So it happens. There should be no discrimination, and it really can happen to anybody. So now you guys, I went to the wedding. It was awesome. We actually went up to East Dennis, that's in Massachusetts. Very, very far. But it was a nice area, nice community, nice house, nice location. The ambiance, everything was so beautiful. The wedding was really nice. It was supposed to rain on the wedding day and we got no rain, though it was extremely cold. and the whole place from morning they look bleak. We all had to be wearing jackets. It was a bit windy as well. Congrats to my dad. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for them. Congrats to the newlywed, Mrs. Morrison. I'm so happy that I went, that I made a decision to make myself available, to make it happen, to be a part of that memory. After leaving East Dennis, you know, they all bought little bit state to state, and then New Jersey for the last 3 days of my trip. I actually stayed at an hotel in New Jersey, really nice, called Trip. Me and my friend Shay, so we went to Julan restaurant. Here's what she has to say about that restaurant.
We're at one of my favorite restaurants by the name of Julan in New York. It's pretty. It's bomb. It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite food.
Of all time. How much time have you come here now?
Like 3 times. 3 times, okay?
Yeah, but I agree though, it was really nice in keeping with the whole coronavirus and the changes. Most restaurants set up tents, tables and chairs outdoors. I felt like I was there in December. You know, with the lights, the pepper lights, whatever them call them. You know, the whole setting made me feel like, whoa, this is like a Christmas energy. The temperature was like December as well. It was beautiful. The food was really good. It was just a nice experience. We also went to 𝕝𝕝 Grill. I did not really like the food, but the experience was, you know, still something. My trip overseas was so nice. It was so short. I only stayed for 7 days. Coming back now, you know, flying back home and have to go through those big international airports. You know, I'm gonna reach mad early because them security checkpoint line there, long. Surprisingly, the place so empty, like them literally did it. I wait for it for come. No lines. Sometimes I feel like, say, I take long, I hear stuff, them I take long to take off your shoes, get it, and people are wait. Nobody. That was something that was surprising to me. So airport experience, very easy. Place is empty, you get you very quickly. I'm not sure for the days then, I'm not sure for the time of the year, but it was very easy for me. So, you know, like coming back to Jamaica, you have to apply through the 𝕼𝕝 app or the 𝕼𝕝 website before coming back to Jamaica. After completing that application, you'll receive a sheet with a barcode, and when you're checking in, you have to provide them with that barcode. Actually gonna run through it with you guys briefly on what to do, the questions that are asked, what Jamaica government is looking for. I'm gonna make it as short as possible and straightforward. So here goes. We're gonna enter the website address jamcovid19.moh.gov.jm.
I'm Andrew Holness, your Prime Minister, and I want to welcome you to the 𝕼𝕝 app and website.
You're gonna select immigration. Do you live in Jamaica? Yes or no? And then you're gonna enter your email address. They're gonna send you a one-time password. Check your email for that 6-digit password. Copy and paste it in the box to verify that your email is valid. So now that we're in, you're gonna say if you're completing this form for yourself or it's for another person. Then you're gonna enter the information from your passport, last name, first name, middle name, date of birth, address from your home country, type of residency, etc. Please note that the names, addresses, and numbers that I'm using are all random. They're not linked to any individual whatsoever. I probably won't go through every details on this, but you can always pause it and go back to see beforehand the questions that are asked. So you're gonna select the date that you intend to travel to Jamaica, and you're gonna also select the countries that you have visited within the last 6 weeks. And importantly, if you're located on land or at sea. If you're located on land, you have to enter the address where you're coming from. You guys, please enter the correct information. Please be truthful. That's the only way we're gonna contain this virus in the country. And if you know say you're sick, and if you know you have family members who are sick, please no trouble. Click next and confirm that the information you entered matches what's on the passport. This page will ask questions about your health, if you have any symptoms, if you have any chronic medical conditions. Have you been tested for COVID-19? Have you been in any healthcare facility that cares for a person who may have COVID-19 within the last 14 days, etc.? I hope the answer to these questions is a no for all of our sakes, but you guys have to be very honest on this sheet. So now that we are healthy and everything good, we're gonna proceed now to the other page, which will ask questions about your home quarantine. So you actually have to enter your exact address so that they can actually find the location on the map. So you can't make up something and put it there. No, they're gonna search for it on the map, on the satellite. It's very important that whichever location you choose to quarantine doesn't have an elderly person living there. If there's another person or persons, they can't be people who trouble with high-risk illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, etc. You have to have a separate room with access to your own kitchen, own bathroom, water supply, something that can say, hey, I don't have to interact with anybody else living in this facility. On this page, you give your consent to the Jamaican government. Be sure to take the time to read through before you do so. You also make a declaration. I won't do that because y'all see I enter wrong information, so I'm not doing that. But you should. That's the only way you're going to be able to proceed to the final page to get that barcode. And then that's it. I mean, landing in Jamaica, obviously every time when I land back home, I feel a sense of happiness. No matter how good my trip was, it's always better to be home. So I was a little bit nervous coming back home because everybody who know come at Jamaica during this time had to go through like a long procedure and wait like 3 to 4 hours. Everybody. I can't deal with that. I'm sorry, like that was something that really I dread before me even book the ticket. Like I can't but I go through that. I don't want nobody. I do not test for me. I push it down my throat, like my nose, nothing. Those things give me anxiety. Surprisingly it was so easy. I was out the doors probably like 15 minutes after I landed. It was different though, different from what we're used to. You have to join lines and there are tables set up with a lot of representatives. When you go to those representatives, you fill out another form with similar questions that you'd have received on the Jam COVID website, and then you get the sheet that you have to document your temperature twice a day for the next 14 days because we know it's a given, you have to quarantine. I have to fill that out so that I can return to my job as well. The representative who I saw was so sweet. She was really nice, great customer service. She made me feel so comfortable. That helped. And you know, they take certain information. You have to sign in on the app, turn on your location, provide them with addresses, additional information that you would have filled out while applying, but they really want to confirm that what you said or you know what needs to be done. Also, you have to like record a video to say, hey, so and so, your name, and you understand the process and you vow to follow the procedure. Basically something to that effect. Some form of accountability. And then you're out. Pretty easy, in my opinion. Something that I was surprised about was that it was a JDF. Soldier them, they were the ones organizing the processes, the protocols, and the flow. So they tell you, go here, you stand here, you go to that table. Even with the app, a representative from the JDF will be the one helping you, telling you what to do, what to click. Not everybody is tech savvy, and they were so sweet, they were so nice. It was not bad, it was funny, they were funny, welcoming. It was nice. So it took away a lot of anxiety that I had, so I must commend them. It was really easy for me, pretty straightforward. So as I mentioned, all in all, it was a good experience. I like traveling during COVID to the airports for the fact that it's easy, it's empty, less anxiety. But obviously you have to still be cautious, still have good health practices, and the one works. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful to somebody. I want to answer some questions when I never clear about. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see in future videos, what you want to see from me. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Stay safe, you guys. I'm home on quarantine right now. This is day 7 and I've been feeling good. So I feel like I can make it through. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for taking the time out on a day to stop and watch this in full. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.